Hey, welcome to Jeff Heggie Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. I'm going to do things a little bit different today. I'm road tripping. I'm almost home. By the time I get home, I'll have been driving 18 of the last 22 hours. But the difference is I've actually got someone with me today. My daughter Tia is with me. I've never had anyone on this podcast with me before, so I'm glad to have her here. We've been traveling and we've been talking about a lot of things, talking about mindset, talking about mental toughness, physical toughness, and mental health. So I want to talk about that a little bit. I've talked in other episodes. I was her basketball coach, and we were talking about basketball a lot, and so that's what I want to talk a little bit about. When it comes to the physical conditioning that I used to do with them, with the basketball team, we were just talking about how a lot of that wasn't for the physical conditioning, it was for the mental conditioning, because my belief has always been that when you know that you're in better physical condition than your opponent, it puts you at a mental advantage. And so we were talking about that and talking about the different aspects of that, and then also along with mindset, that it's a belief and you can change your beliefs, and so you can change your mindset. And that's why it's so important to have that physical conditioning, that mental conditioning, and being mentally tough. But one of the things I want Tia to talk about is how you can be physically strong, mentally strong, and still have the mental health challenges that play a completely different role. So Tia, just talk a little bit about that and share your thoughts with that.
So I am a big advocate for mental health, and like we were talking, I think a lot of people believe that if you're mentally tough, then you are mentally strong all around. And I firsthand have experienced the fact that I am, like, for basketball wise, a mentally tough player, and I can push myself through a lot of things physically, but I also struggle with anxiety and depression. And so I think some things that people don't connect is you can be mentally tough and you can have a really strong willpower to do things, but also at the same time struggle with mental health. And I think a lot of people aren't aware of that. And so that's just like what we were talking about, and I think is pretty interesting that even though you may struggle with some mental health things, you can still be mentally tough. But yeah.
So my thoughts there is I believe there's a lot of people that struggle with these things, and one, don't know how to address it, don't know how they can be mentally strong but still struggle with something like that. So one of the things, is it Tia Heggie? Is that your handle on Instagram? Tia's going to be talking more about the mental health aspect of it. So follow Tia Heggie on Instagram and listen to her talk more about that. But I'd love to hear from you. Leave some comments, send me a DM, whatever you'd like, on your experiences, your thoughts on it, and anything you'd like to share. We'd like to hear from you on that. And anything else, Tia?
No, I think that's about it. But yeah, I'm going to be talking more about mental health because I feel like it needs to be talked more about. It needs to be normalized. And so, like my dad said, follow me on Instagram to learn more about mental health. And if that is something that you deal with, I will be talking about how you can handle it better and just some ways to cope with it positively, and also how you can help your friends or family members that are dealing with it, just to educate people more on mental health.
And in my in High Achievers Mindset Secrets, in that course, Tia is going to be helping me in the final module on that, because we are going to address some of the mental health issues. But again, if anyone's interested in learning more about that, you want to talk about some of the Mindset Secret strategies that I work with, send me a DM, tell me you're interested. We'll set up a free 45-minute strategy call. If you want to talk more about the mental health aspect of it, send Tia Is that all right? Send Tia a DM. Tell her that, and you guys can set up something too. Because I know from my experience as a coach, there's people that deal with this that don't know how to vocalize it, don't want to vocalize it. The stigma of, do I let people know I'm dealing with this? This is a safe place to talk to someone about it, and so that'd be great. If you need to talk to somebody, it's a great opportunity to do that. But thank you. I appreciate you being with me again today, and hopefully you can go out there and share this with someone else too. Thanks, and have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.